If you could live and work anywhere, where would you go? This isn't a hypothetical question. When executed properly, these online business models empower you to create income whether you're sitting at a kitchen table or on a beach in Bali. Hi, I'm Tyler. I've started multiple online businesses and headed the content department for a community of 16 million people. I've also driven hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. Today, you're going to learn the 5 top businesses that you can start with no space, a little bit of money, and an internet connection. If you've ever dreamed of living life on your own terms, you absolutely need to know these business models freedom-loving entrepreneurs love. I'll even tell you what's my favorite at the end. Chances are, you might think that starting a business from home is unobtainable. Where are you going to get the money and store all the inventory? I mean, finding a place to work is hard enough. These days, condos and houses seem like they're just getting smaller and smaller. Well, what if I told you that you don't need a bank loan or even a family inheritance to start an online business? With these business models, there are no traditional startup costs like inventory, warehousing, and retail space. These ideas allow you to focus less on logistics and more on getting started, which is really the hardest part of starting a business. Fortune favors people of action, and the best time to start a business is yesterday. Business idea number 1, digital products. Digital products can't be held, tasted, or touched, but everyone consumes them, from online courses to videos, music, and more. What makes them so especially appealing to entrepreneurs is that they can be created once and sold repeatedly to different customers, meaning less maintenance and logistic headaches. This scalable, digital, easily automated business model is great for anyone looking for new income streams that might be strapped for cash or time. Creatives, artists, and educators, here's looking at you. Digital products have lots of advantages that make them uniquely attractive. For one, they have low overhead costs, so you don't need to hold any inventory or incur any shipping charges. Secondly, there are no recurring cost of goods, so you retain the majority of your sales in profit. Here's something else that's interesting. E-learning is an industry expected to be worth $331 billion by 2025. If you're building your business using the Shopify platform, there are tons of tools that are going to make your life super easy. They're going to save you so much time, money, and energy. And to save you hours of rooting around the internet, I'm going to put a handy link below that includes them all. That brings us to idea number 2, digital services. We all know there are 2 fundamental categories of businesses: product-based businesses and service-based ones. For some reason, when it comes to making money online, services aren't the first thing that comes to mind. Yet, building a service-based business is a great place to start for first-time entrepreneurs. And that's because they empower you to monetize on a skill you already have. The internet has shown us that people will pay for almost anything. So why not monetize your skills? Traditionally, service-based businesses mainly operated in the local economy. But today, the internet allows you to reach clients halfway across the planet in a matter of seconds. While offering services isn't a passive source of income, if that's what you're looking for, it can be a lucrative way to make money if done properly. You can connect through one-to-one consultations or lead consultations with larger groups to maximize your impact. I also think that services is one of the best businesses to start because it can be expanded with any of the other ideas we're going to talk about to create additional revenue streams. With most businesses, but especially with services, specialization is the key to profits. Look for a niche that is an inch wide but a mile deep. The more specific that you make your offering, the more you make competition irrelevant. One thing that's important to remember when selling services is that you need to maintain healthy client relationships and also stay organized. I know these sound pretty self-evident, but they're really easy mistakes to make, and the amount of times I made these mistakes early on in my career makes me shiver to this day. With services, your growth can be limited to your time if you don't learn to outsource when necessary, and no one wants to feel overworked and overtired. Also, when selling services, make sure you don't let your time become commoditized. That means when selling, sell based on value, not based on time. A pro tip is that you can offer your services through a freelance marketplace like Upwork or Fiverr, and these can really increase your chances of getting discovered by the people who need your skills. So that we can continue to empower a new generation of entrepreneurs, smash that like button and subscribe to the Learn with Shopify channel, because we're going to be doing some deep dives on how to grow your online business. Business idea number 3, subscriptions. With subscriptions, people make reoccurring payments in exchange for access to a virtual product, service, or community. What makes this business model so great is that the lifetime value of these customers is often a lot higher. I mean, think about it. There are very few products that we buy monthly. Subscriptions take a variety of formats, such as memberships to exclusive content on a website, or software as a service like Adobe Creative Cloud or Shopify. Subscriptions are ideal for entrepreneurs who can commit to creating new content, features, or experiences often enough that it justifies the monthly cost to customers. For new entrepreneurs, memberships is particularly accessible. Since the content is behind a gate that only paying subscribers can access, you can host exclusive content like live streams, podcasts, or Q&As in addition or replacement of downloadable content. Having a subscription-based business makes reoccurring monthly revenue a little bit more predictable. That being said, churn rate is something you need to keep your eye on. What is churn rate? Well, it's really just the amount of customers that you lose every month. It's also a great idea to use email marketing. That way you can keep your members informed of new content. Utilize emails, video teasers, customer testimonials, and articles. They're all amazing ways to build excitement for new product launches. Business idea number 4. Starting a print-on-demand business is incredibly scalable for someone just starting out. Print-on-demand sites can be used to build a business based on a drop shipping model, where the product and shipping are all handled by a third party. This means all you need to focus on is product design, brand building, marketing, and customer service. The fun stuff: t-shirts, hats, phone cases, hoodies, skirts, and tote bags all become canvases for your creativity. Even if you're not a designer, and I know I'm not, you can use freelance sites like Fiverr, Upwork, Dribbble, and 99 Designs to find a designer that will bring your vision to life. The first step to starting a print-on-demand business is finding a service provider. While many print-on-demand services might seem similar at first glance, you have to carefully consider the ones you choose based on a variety of factors, such as what products you want to create, where you're going to be shipping them, and what prices you want to retail at. For example, low base cost with one product might make it the obvious choice. That is, until you realize it's going to take 21 days to reach your customers with your most affordable shipping option. And let's face it, these days everyone is conditioned to believe that fast shipping is a universal right. Exercise due diligence when evaluating the right platform for you. To make things incredibly easy, I've put the best print-on-demand services in a downloadable template I've linked below. Print-on-demand is one of the most accessible ways to source products and start an online business. Some immediate perks to note include: you can create products quickly. So once you have a design, you can then create the product and put it up for sale in a matter of minutes. Shipping is also essentially taken care of, as it's out of your hands and into the suppliers. After the sale, you're just responsible for customer service. It's also low investment, which means lower risk. Since you're not physically holding on to any inventory, it's easier to add and remove products, test ideas, and if you need to, pivot. I also want to be transparent and mention there are some limitations to a print-on-demand model. The first is lower profit margins. Naturally, your cost per item is going to be higher than if you buy in bulk, and on-demand products may yield thinner profits depending on how you price them or acquire customers. You're also going to have less control over shipping. Shipping costs can get complicated as it varies for different types of products. Your options may also be limited if you want to create a standout unboxing experience. Lastly, there may be limited customization depending on which service provider you choose and which product you select. With all that being said, who isn't a sucker for a good graphic tee? Idea number 5, launch your own book. You may not be as inspirational as Oprah or as creepy as Stephen King, but I firmly believe that everyone has at least one good book in them. Cookbooks, photo books, comic books, poetry books, or novels. If you have the knowledge or creativity, there are a variety of original books that you can bring to a niche market. Launching your own book can also be a great way to monetize on a blog if you're looking to start one, or maybe you already have one. Lulu Express and Blurb are popular platforms to create, order, and distribute your own books as physical and digital products. They let you choose from a wide selection of book sizes, binding types, and print quality to build your own book. Simply plug your info into the pricing calculator and voila. Blurb lets you print in almost any format you can think of. Want to create a magazine? How about a graphic novel? they have you covered. Blurb empowers you to make books as original as you. And they can also help you with selling and distributing your book through their bookstore, Amazon, and more. One thing to consider is that although you can buy one book at a time, costs are naturally going to go down when you buy in bulk. That being said, consider pre-selling or crowdfunding your book idea so that you can be sure there's enough demand to feel confident making a bulk order. The biggest mistake entrepreneurs make is building something no one wants. So there you have it. 5 online business ideas that are low investment that you can start from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection. In case you were wondering, my favorite idea is digital products. They're incredibly scalable, you're not tied to shipping or physical goods, and once you do the work up front, you can make money while you sleep. Some more up-and-coming entrepreneurs just like you can find this video. Make sure to smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Learn with Shopify channel because we're going to be doing some deep dives in how to maximize your online business.